So once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Twedo Akawa Jackson. I'm bringing to you today the Skyway business opportunity. And while we wait for one or two people to come on board, I can see my bosses on Facebook. Amu, Eugenia Mageza, that's my Omega Pro woman. Tony Osifo Bros, I greet you. Yusuf Basi, greetings, sir. How are you doing? So I wanted to share this opportunity because it's got a very few, just 5 days to go. And it's something that I believe that everybody who is wise should take advantage of. And it can actually help and prepare us for the future. So if you allow me to share my screen for a bit so that we can just look through what this opportunity has to offer. So this is just a short video of the Skyway opportunity that I want us to look into. It kind of explains all about the technology and why you should be part of it. Yeah, so that's a brief video. That's a brief video about Skyway. I can see our boss here, Mr. Sammy. So, so that was a short video about Skyway. I can see Mr. Samson Arugundade is here as one of our top leaders of Skyway. He's the regional curator. Mr. Samson, I'm trying to unmute you. I'm trying to unmute you if you're here.
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, everyone. And we just finished our fourth session this evening. Unfortunately, I'm still in the office. And this is how far we can go. You know, we're having the promo period, and we're going to have a lot of vigil nights. And I believe you guys are going to utilize the opportunity as well. We just finished one particular webinar right now. That's why we're not seeing much people in this room. I'm trying to invite all of them to invite their prospect to come into the room. And I believe we're just starting here right now. I think so, Doctor.
Yes, yes, we are. Yes, we're just starting.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you very much, Mr. Sampson. Actually, we've been doing a run around of these meetings, 4 straight meetings today. We have a very few opportunity that people can take advantage of right now. And so that is why we're putting up a lot of time, a lot of energy into sharing this opportunity with those who are ready to take advantage of it. So I want to thank you all for being on here. I can see our people here on Skype and also those following us from Facebook. Charles Akbojaro, I greet you, bros. Moses, nice to see you. Also, Mingo John Vote Adijala, I greet you, sir. Oganero Berea Emmanuel, nice to have you on here. So, without wasting much time, at least we have seen from the video what Skyway is all about. It is a transport technology that is bound to disrupt the way we humans do transportation with at least 50%. And that's a technology that has been invented, that has been worked on for over 40 years by Anatoly Yunitsky. And it is this technology that we're on here today to talk a little about and show you how important it is that you take advantage of it. Um, I want to unmute one of our bosses here, the master expert himself, Ene Udo. Mr. Ene Udo, if you can hear me, please, can you say a word or two? I'm trying to unmute you.
For to come here this night, and we just finished a webinar right now, and we are here. It's all around the place, and we are glad to be here. Many people will be joining this meeting from where they just finished the first one right now. So we are very impressed of what you guys are doing and what you are doing, especially over out there. We are facing a new economy. And like I said, there's a cake on the table, and the cake must be taken away. The cake is a gift of the UNESCO shares allotment. All we need to do is to take that cake away from the table. If we fail to do that, the whales are coming. They will swallow everything up. But before they come, we are so much in number, we are going to take away the cake from the table. So I'm happy to be here. And the guy who is anchored this is an expert. He knows what to do. So all you are going to hear from him is just simple. I will give a blank check for everything that he is going to say, and I can sign that check and go away. Everything he's going to say, I have written a blank check. He's going to say the right thing. He's going to say the truth, and there is no exaggeration about Skyway. In fact, as of now, nobody, no partner, no investor can exaggerate Skyway, because Skyway will always surprise you beyond your imagination. So you cannot exaggerate Skyway. So everything he's going to say is the truth, but not the truth. Thank you very much. I love you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ene Udo. You have always been an inspiration to us in this business. And I want to thank you too for your unreserved resilience. You have always been very, very steady. Yourself and Mr. Sampson and a host of others who have been pushing this business, even up to the federal government level in Nigeria. We are hoping that our government take advantage of Skyway too, because we actually need the technology to work in Nigeria to help us solve our transportation problems. So earlier I showed a brief video about the Skyway technology and how people can take advantage of it. So this evening we're going to talk about the promo that we have on with this company, and you allow me to share my screen as I show you some important information that we can work on here today. So what we have is the countdown to the very end of the Skyway promo. So what is this promo about? Now, Skyway started from stage one. It's an invention that started from stage one, and by stage 15 is when the stages is going to end, and then we'll have the company come out with its IPO. Presently, we are at stage 14.2. So I joined Skyway in 2016 when Skyway was about stage 7. Then your $1,000 worth of co-ownership of shares would give you about 250,000 units of shares. When we talk of Mr. Rogundade, these are people who have been with Skyway from the beginning. And these are people who started with this company very, very early. They believed in the dream, they focused their energies, and decided to invest in the Skyway technology. Like I said, Skyway is in stage 14.2 today, and it has amassed a whole lot of recognition all over the world. They have patents in different countries as we speak. Countries have even contributed investment funds with Skyway, hoping that as soon as the technology is ready, they can come and put it in their countries to work. And now what we have is an opportunity for individuals like us to take advantage of this promo. Now, why is this promo important? We are at stage 14.1 now, and normally in this stage, if you want to buy Skyway shares, so normally in this stage, if you want to buy the Skyway shares, $1,000 worth of Skyway shares will give you 33,000 units of shares. But what we have today is something that we can look at that can help us understand the promo that we have and why everyone should take advantage of it. So this is the countdown to the very end of the Skyway promo, like I said. The Skyway string transportation. We're going to look at the intrinsic value attraction, the pre-popularity of assets, the past previous lost opportunities and Naira debasements. So we present to you the Skyway opportunity. Skyway string transportation technology, as we call it, that is a technology that's changing the face of how we are doing a business. So allow me to share, if I can play this video so that everyone can look at it briefly before we continue.
On the world's roads, every year, 1.5 million people die. More than 10 million become disabled. Roads impact 20% of the Earth's surface, which is taken away from nature and excluded from agricultural turnover. The existing transport causes environmental damage of 2.5 trillion euros per year. If we do not look for new solutions, the situation in the world will only get worse. Transport must change, become more efficient, safer, friendlier to the environment. The Skyway Transport is a sturdy and lightweight pre-stressed overpass along which special electric vehicles of various configurations and capacities run at high speeds. The traffic is carried out on rails, raising the road above the ground that are the central element of the overpass. The string track structure is integral. Even if several supports are damaged, it will not paralyze the traffic, as pre-stressed string rails will only bend without breaking. In combination with multi-element rail design, it provides multiple safety reserves. The small cross-sectional area of the main elements greatly diminishes the danger posed by hurricanes and tsunamis, floods, snow and sand drifts, which remain below the traffic level, thus rendering the track resistant to natural disasters. The Skyway track structure complies with international safety standards. The rolling stock is equipped with anti-derailment and backup brake systems. The modules are driven by 4 or more motor wheels, each of which can operate independently so that even if most of the drives fail, the traffic will continue. Duplication of critically important functions and systems is one of the basic principles of Skyway safety concept. Fully automated intelligent control system excludes human factor, which is the cause of the majority of traffic incidents. The intelligent system features real-time information analysis. It is capable of adjusting the movement if an obstacle is detected, controlling the passenger's behavior in the cabin. No matter what is the weather or the time of the day, this system allows driving safely in poor visibility. Operating around the clock, the system collects the data on the state of the model and the environment, controlling the process of pickup, drop-off, and traffic intervals. But it is impossible to take account everything. And therefore, in such cases of emergency, in addition to the intelligence system responsible for centralized safety measures, each Skyway vehicle is also equipped with a number of autonomous emergency devices. These include an automatically coupled emergency towing device with which a vehicle moving behind or in front can tow a failed vehicle in order to deliver it to the nearest station. Fire extinguishers in the passenger compartment, duplex voice and video communication with the dispatcher. In extreme cases, passengers can be evacuated from the cabin via an emergency exit with the help of a simple and reliable mechanism for evacuation. Designed to achieve maximum safety and efficiency with minimum energy cost, Skyway systems have the lowest level of environmental impact to date, operating on clean electricity, demanding minimum land acquisition, and allowing housing construction and agricultural cultivation under the track structure.
So that was a wonderful presentation of the Skyway opportunity. And you will agree with me that from what we have seen, we know that that's a technology that is bound to take over the world by storm. The fact that it is green technology is always has made it a very powerful investment opportunity for those who are ready to take advantage of it. Now, the Skyway Innovation Center is already built and is also in Sharjah under full construction. We have the Eco-techno park in Minsk in Belarus. And what you can see here are different designs of this Skyway technology equipment that carry people from one place to the other. It's a rail type. It has different types of rail. They have the hard rail, the semi-rigid rail, the flexible rail, the coiled tube, and they have the speed from 100 to 500 kilometers per hour. The semi-rigid rail has speed from 50 to 250 kilometers per hour. The flexible rail has between 30 on the support to 150 kilometers per hour, and the coiled tubing has up to 150 kilometers per hour. So what we see is a technology that has been carefully thought about and has been put into fruition and is bound to change the way how we humans do transportation. They have different models of created skyway vehicles that can convey, even you have the ones that carry cargo, the ones that carry humans, the one that can carry a whole lot of containers and a whole lot. So advantages of skyway over traditional means of transport system. There's no more air pollution with skyway. With skyway, there's nothing like pollution of the air. There's no noise pollution. There's no human accident. There's no more traffic. And there's no more waiting time. There's less in construction cost and cheaper commuter fare. And also it is built with the help of an artificial intelligence. The intellectual property right, the IPRO, of the Skyway string transport technology is valued at over 400 billion 867 million 433,000 dollars by independent experts, and this was done in May 20th of 2013. The authorized share capital value when the company is coming public is at $1 per share. You can also see the full details at the unitsky.engineer assets file on the website unitsky.com. So the current stage is 14.1, and the share packages vary depending on your investment. Now, one thing I love about Skyway is that they understand that it's not every time people have huge sums of money to put into investments. That's why they made it quite easy that you can do an instrumental package whenever you are buying an investment package, be it for the kids, be it for the business package, the 5,000 package, the senior package, or even the start or steady package. So you have an opportunity to pay monthly installments depending on the packages that you choose. For example, you can see the steady package of 1,000 US dollars. You can pay monthly payment of $100, and that you can spread for 10 months, and that will definitely give you 1,000 units of shares. You have special packages for the kids, like I said, for students, and also the InnoTrans payments, the InnoTrans investment opportunity too. So what you have is a wide range of opportunity that you can take advantage of to pick which of the packages you want to do. Now with the Skyway promo, this is where it gets very, very interesting because I'm sure we will never get any promo like this anymore. We have a promo where with $1,200 you can get 120,000 units of shares. I mean, the value of that 120,000 units of shares, as in the stages, was just like you're taking us back to stage 8 or stage 9, where you could buy that value of shares for that amount. So this promo is something that we should take very seriously because, like I said, if you are seeking for prosperity, then you need to make calculated efforts in trying to do things that will make you prosperous. And I know that this Skyway opportunity is an opportunity that is going to change lives from all over the world. You have packages for $600. With the package of $600, you can actually pay $50 every month. $50 every month will give you this package for 60,000 units of shares. And the one for $1,200, you can pay $100 every month. So how much do you really need to start your Skyway investment? All you need to start your Skyway investment is $100. It's $100. And the number of shares you're gonna get for this $1,200 package is 120,000 units of shares. Now, if you're a smart person, the next thing you're going to think of is what is the value of the shares. Now, the company has said that the nominal value of that shares when it's coming public is at $1 per share. So if you have spent $1,200 in acquiring 120,000 units of shares at $1 per share, that means at the IPO stage, your units of shares will be worth $120,000. Now, this is where the smarts are different from those who overanalyze. Many people do not know there are different ways of creating wealth, and one of these is investing in such technological companies. We're not going to go far, we're going to still look at these opportunities that have come before and how many of it was taken advantage of. So when you buy shares with this company, you're given this certificate. This is a certificate that shows your ownership, that shows that you are a co-owner of this technology with Professor Anatoly Yunitsky. So these are certificates that you'll be given. You can have an e-copy. You can have it even sent to your home and it will get to you. So this is something that you have that is really legit, something that you can hold on to, that you know very well. That is an opportunity that you don't want to miss. So what is the intrinsic value attraction? So the intrinsic value is the inherent worth of a company, investment, or asset base based on its fundamental characteristics and earning power, the company product, the management prowess, and the strength of brand determines the overall intrinsic value in the open market. So what determines the intrinsic value of Skyway we have here is the products. They have over, I think it's over 12 different vehicles that have been recreated for use in the Skyway technology. Management prowess is there. The strength of the brand, the Skyway brand, has been growing from strength to strength from when this technology was being invented by Professor Anatoly Yunitsky in the early 80s. I'll let you know that this technology is over 40 years in the making. I mean, if somebody takes his time to create something for 40 years, you would agree with me that it will be worthwhile. And this is a man who has had over 40 inventions already created. Is fully known by the United Nations, and they have even helped in aiding many of his researches during his inventions. So here's an opportunity that we get once in a lifetime to be part of something as powerful as this. The local presence and is recognized internationally as one of the intrinsic value that we know of the Skyway brand. The Skyway string transport technology. We can see different places that this Skyway brand can walk, even in the desert, even in the snow, even in the cities and the urban places. All over the world, Skyway technology will prove to be a very effective one. Engineer Anatoly Yuniski, that's the author and the general designer of the Skyway string transportation, string technologies. This man is in his 70s, still very sharp, good to go, always working. You can see he's always going all around the world, all in the bid to make sure that this technology and everything is fully open to the world. So for those of us who are in Skyway already, we are very happy with the opportunity. And that's why we are not shy in sharing this opportunity with those who are ready to listen, who are ready to take their financial future into their hands. For those who are saying, yes, besides working now, I want to create something for the future. I want to keep something for my children. I have family. I need to take care of my family. I need to save something for the future. And that is what Skyway holds. And when we say future, we're not talking of something far away. We're talking of something very close to us. What you can see here is our our regional curator, engineer Samson Arogundade, Mr. Ene Udo, being with Professor Anatoly Yuniski himself in Sharjah in Dubai. These are different events that our regional curator has made present. You can see him in the Skyway machine already. So it's not something we're talking off our head. It's something that is existing already and is working. And people have seen it. You can see very clear right here, right now. So the countdown is on, and it is of leaping time that we have that we need to make sure that we take advantage of what we have at hand. You can also see um, engineer Arogundade here himself with Mr. Christian and the Lagos State Ministry. These are officials of the Lagos State Ministries who have looked into this technology and know that very well that Nigeria, even as a company, as a country, needs such technology to be working to help us with our transportation problems. Anatoly Yuniski, once again, you can see here at the UAE exhibition where the UAE people came over and bought over the whole of stage 11 on the spot after seeing the powerful nature and the efficiency of this technology. Thousands of investors from over 200 countries visited the Eco-techno park in Minsk yearly for what we know as the Eco Fest. That is where you meet with the officials of the company, you talk to them, they tell you the roadmap and the plans that they have for the company as we go on. So, my people, listen, it is not something we should play about because as we speak to you, a lot of people are taking advantage of this. I've had a couple of people ask me about Skyway, and that's why I decided, in my own little knowledge, to come out and let people know how powerful this opportunity is and why we have hope for the future being investors in Skyway. So let us look a little about past previous lost opportunities. Tesla. I don't know how many people know much about Tesla. Tesla are known for electronic cars. Just product. One product. What about Google? That is the search engine of the internet today. Facebook is the social media king, as we know today. We know companies like Apple, and we also know companies like Boeing. These are companies that when they began, those who took advantage of them and got in at its pre-IPO or when at this IPO stage are smiling to the bank because these are smart investments which are needed in the smart economy we are in right now. So we want to take a look at Tesla's pre-IPO. At its pre-IPO stage, one unit of Tesla shares was sold for 1 cent at the IPO stage. I don't know if much people know what IPO means. IPO means initial public offer. This is done when a private company is going public, thereby selling its shares out to the general public to be owned in a bid to recreate income, and then they'll be quoted on the stock market. So at its IPO, Tesla shares was $19.2. Today, post IPO, one unit of that same Tesla shares is $816 per share. So let's say you invested $1,000 at its pre-IPO stage when one of that shares was $19. Today, the current value of that shares would have been 816,880,000. These are opportunities that we miss every day. Let's talk about Boeing. We know the airline Boeing. Pre-IPO, 3 cents. The IPO was at $5. Today, one of the Boeing shares is $107. A $1,000 investment at this pre-IPO stage would have been worth today $45 million. Now remember, we're not quoting all this in naira, we're quoting it in dollars. So by the time you exchange this value into dollars, you will be surprised how smart investors over time invest in long-term businesses and they come out to be one of the best. Google pre-IPO was 1 cent. At the IPO stage was $54. Post-IPO today is $1,413. If you had bought $1,000 worth of investment at its pre-IPO stage, that would have given you 1 million pre-IPO shares of Google. The value of that today, as we speak, is $1.4 billion. So when we see that some people are rich and some people are poor, the difference between the rich man and the poor man is information. I say it again, the difference between the rich man and the poor man is information. The poor man fails to take risk, but the rich man is always ready to take risk. Why? Because the greatest risk in this life is not taking any risk. The greatest risk in this life is not taking any risk. And so what we have here is an opportunity to be part of a company that is bound to shake the world in a few years' time. Let's talk about Apple. At its pre-IPO, one Apple's unit of shares was 5 cents. At its IPO, it was $22. Today, the value of one Apple share is $318.89. So if one had invested $1,000 at its pre-IPO stage, when one of that unit of that shares was 5 cents, would have been able to buy 20,000 pre-IPO shares. The current value of 20,000 pre-IPO shares would have been worth $6.3 million. Not 6.3 million naira, $6.3 million. Let's talk about Facebook. 1 cent was this pre-IPO. This Facebook was a shocker to me because I really remember when I had a client who came from the US, he's a stockbroker, and he talked about Facebook shares. But a lot of people were shying away from it because they were like, social media sites, what's their product? I beg, it's not going to, I beg, I'm not interested. But today, the pre-IPO shares of Facebook was sold at 1 cent. At its IPO, Facebook came out at $38. Today, the value of one Facebook shares is $234. A $1,000 investment at this pre-IPO stage would have given you 1 million units of shares. And that value today would have been $234 million. So what we have here, we have seen opportunities that we have missed over time. Over time. And what people don't know is that our value, our fiat is losing value every day. Before, many years ago, we were told that go to school, when you graduate, get a job, and work on that job for years, and you retire and get paid a good lump sum that can help you through your retirement. But today, we know the truth that even when you go to school, finish the school, there's no job. Even when you get a job, you can be laid off at any time. There's nothing like job security anymore. Even the retirement benefits that are supposed to come to you, some of these politicians, they don't even finish. They don't shop them already. So it is important that we know that investment is the new way to go. There's nothing like saving money anymore. Why? Because our naira is losing value. So let's look at naira debasement. Debasement is the practice of lowering the value of currency. It is particularly used in connection with commodity money, such as international trade exchange of goods and services. Debasement is not peculiar to the naira alone presently, but in a general context to world currencies with relation to current pandemic and global meltdown. So when you talk of accountability, strength of currencies to international trade, and safe havens, these are most of the factors that affect our naira debasement. And as we know today, with the pandemic on, the global meltdown, we're looking at a recession, which is coming up pretty soon. So how can we safeguard ourselves for the upcoming times that would sure to be pretty difficult? Is to invest our monies in different diverse portfolios that can help us overcome or cushion the effects of what is to come. So the strength of currencies to international trades is something that is very important that people can look into. Because as you see now, the value of oil price has crashed so badly. So even our Nigerian budget has been analyzed and reanalyzed again because of the fact that the fall of the dollar is the fall of the crude oil prices is going to massively affect us in Nigeria. So available safe haven to diversify your portfolio. You look at shares, at stocks, at bonds, at commodities, futures, and cryptocurrencies. And that's why today we're dealing on shares. And mostly it takes a smart person to look into technologies and invest in such technologies before they come out. Bill Gates said the secret of being wealthy is knowing where the world is going to and getting there first. The secret of being wealthy is knowing where the world is going to and getting there first. Bill Gates knew that the world is going to go into the internet age, and that's why he went into the creation of computers. Today, that man's name has never left the top two, top three in the world for over 20 years. So what we have is an opportunity to create diverse portfolio for ourselves and for our family. This is a legacy business. We call it a legacy business because you can buy shares for your kids. I have a son who's 5 years. I already bought about 40,000 units of shares for him. That one, I'm not going to touch it till the boy is 18. So 18 years from now, how much do you think one Skyway shares will be? Smart investment. That is the most important thing that we as parents need to create legacies for our children. We as parents need to create legacies for ourselves and for our family. So what I want to do is a live presentation on how I can buy these shares. Actually, I've already penned down three instrumental payments for these shares because at 120,000 units of shares, wow, you all will agree with me that it is smart to really invest your money now and take advantage of this promo. So what I'm going to do here is log into my account and do a live presentation on how I can buy these shares for myself. So I'm going to give you the prerogative to see this account. Just this account. This is not the only account I have. This is the account I opened for my wife because women, You know, we call rich, leave your wife. You need to make sure that the money spreads everywhere. So this is the account. As you can see, ownership of this value of shares. Some of them have gone into um, buying of the crypto units, which I've done earlier, about 300,000 units. And what you see here is reserved by installments. So I've already reserved by installment two of the promo packages. So I've given myself the job to say yes, I am ready to pay $200 every month, so as to make sure that I have these 240,000 more units added to mine. So what I can do now is, if you scroll down, you're going to see the promo package. You can see the promo package on here. You see that for $600 at $50 every month. So you don't really have an excuse unless you want to be the winch that's worrying yourself. Really, really, yes, because $50, if you grow this value as you have seen, you will be surprised what this is going to create for you in a few years' time. This is not a long-term investment anymore. This is a short-term investment because the long term has passed. So I want to register an installment for this new promo package. I'm doing this live so that people can understand. You see, the system already noticed that I have an open installment plan. So they said, dear customer, you have already an open installment plan. Are you sure you want to open another one? I can click on continue. So when I click on continue, I can scroll down and it shows me this. 12 months, $100 discount, 120,000 units, 1,200 and $100 monthly. So now you see I have insufficient funds. I want to top up my account. I can click on continue. Now, one thing I love Skyway about its multiplicity of payment system. I mean, I have never seen any business that gives you such open hand that you can even register with your MasterCard. You can pay in different kind of cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to make a payment on here and do a registration so that we all can see. So let's say I want to do $100 investment. I click on to issue the invoice. So to issue the invoice, once I scroll down, you see payment by Visa or MasterCard. You can do that. Payment by cryptocurrency. Now let's look at this. You can pay in Bitcoin. You can pay in Bitcoin Cash. You can pay in Dash Coin. You can pay in Dogecoin. You can pay in Ethereum Classic. You can pay in Litecoin. Come on, man. I know a lot of people don't even know these cryptocurrencies exist. But their payment methods, Monero, you can pay with Zcash. So what you have USDT here, Tether. So you have over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different cryptocurrencies you can pay with. You see bank wire. Of course, you can pay by bank wire. Company has international wire transfer details. They have payment aggregators. And you also have different payment systems that you can use. You can use Perfect Money. You can even use Passa Money. So today I'm just going to run briefly on how I'm going to use Bitcoin making payment for this. You can see the crediting time is 1 to 5 minutes, and that's why I love cryptocurrency, because when you make payment in a few minutes, everything is done. But when you're paying through the banking system, you have to wait a couple of days for the wire transfer to be made and for you to receive. So what I'm doing here now, I want to pay with Bitcoin. So I choose Bitcoin and then I click on continue. So the system is trying to. So in the next few minutes, we'll be done. I just want to run us through how to actually place a payment for your package, which is actually one of the easiest things that anybody can do. We also have a local system. If you're in Nigeria and you want to pay for a package, you don't have Bitcoin, you don't have Visa or MasterCard, you can always contact who brought you into the business and tell them, okay, listen, I want $100 worth of Skyway credits. We have created a system in which anyone can get it done. With that, you just pay the money into the person who brought you into his account, and then he can help you purchase it. So with that, you can get activated on the spot. So I want to make a payment with Bitcoin right now. So I'm going to log into my account. You're not supposed to see this, but just watch your screen. So now if you're paying with Bitcoin, make sure that make sure that what you see here, 0.01112916, make sure that that figure is exactly as it ought to be. You can actually even make it a little more so as to cover the cost fees, the mining fees of you getting this done. So what I do sometimes, I can pay 0.01113. It's just a little like $1 on top, so that your transactions can go pretty fast with the Bitcoin blockchain. So you do not know, but I have actually done a transaction payment right now. So when I do this payment, the system is going to wait for a while. You see, it shows you have 28.3 minutes to complete this transaction. But since a cryptocurrency transaction, you can see that in less than 1 minute that I have made payment, the system has recognized. You see, we can see your payment. Please allow up to 30 to 60 minutes for this payment to confirm. Merchant will be notified automatically once it is confirmed. You may now close this window. So most times, if we wait a few minutes, this payment will be confirmed. And when it's confirmed, then we can put up the we can put up we can now move on to paying for the investment package. So if there are any questions or anybody have questions, please feel free to ask while we're here. I can see my people on Facebook. Okay. Okay, just come to my inbox and I'll show you how to get started, Mr. Onu and Fatima. By the end of this meeting, I'll show you how to get started with your investment with Skyway. So like I said, you can always begin with an instrumental payment of $100. If you do that, all you need to do is to pay instrumentally, and then you have created for yourself an opportunity that can change your life, not only your life, but the life of your family and everyone at large. So if there be any questions, if there are any recommendations or suggestions, please, please feel free to ask. We've actually, this is the fifth meeting we are doing today because we're trying to push as much as possible to have as much Nigerians who are interested in this to be part of this life-changing opportunity. Because I don't know when we're going to get that opportunity again. So, John, I think you want to ask a question. John, do I unmute you? Okay.
Hello?
Yes, John, I can hear you.
No, I have a question.
Okay.
Now, from the presentation, you actually talked about the Google, Facebook, Tesla, their pre-IPO shares.
Yes.
Now, I want to believe that these guys did not go through a crowdfunding system.
Okay.
A crowdfunding system. So I want to understand why is Skyway trying to do a crowdfunding system, get people all over the whole Europe, all over the whole world, and then it's being publicized this way. Then everybody now getting the just to get the fund. One is, I understand, a stage costs about $50 million. Then before his stage in the pre-IPO system is completed for 15 stages, then that's why his stage will take like, almost averagely a year. Now, this one bring $1,000, that one bring $5,000, this one bring less than $1,000 before you get up to $50 million. Why did the company actually go through a crowdfunding system before to satisfy or to meet up the pre-IPO stage? I just want to understand.
Okay, so thank you very much. Mr. Ene, do you want to answer that question?
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. John. I think your question is quite an intelligent question. Now, in the business model, uh, we raise funds from every source to start a business. But you see, it may interest you to note that the Skyway technology is the first in the world. That even the best engineer could not believe that this is possible. As you may have heard, that the inventor of this technology has spent over 40 years. All that 40 years were part of 40 years rejection and humiliation by the best experts. That's why when we came across it was very difficult because all over internet, even the wiki, what they call media words of view, everywhere was searched their system and said Skyway is scam. And so the option available on the table of the inventor Uniski was that you can't eat your cake and have it. And so take for example, if you ask Google now the history of Tesla, you will see how much the government of United States of America contributed to Tesla and the big guys that we have around there. Many of them contributed millions of dollars. But Skyway, in this method of raising funds, we have not received, apart from the UN that sponsored about $2 million for another project of Uniski. Skyway Transport Technology has not collected any money from any, we are not indebted to any bank in the world. We are not indebted to any single individual in the world. Everybody contributed by equity, and the company willingly also released the right of ownership. And so this is the very best model. And let me answer you in another high level. We call this the DeFi application, financing a technology through a community or a blockchain. And so the reason, may I say this, and permit me to say this with due respect, that all those companies you mentioned are just one branch of Skyway. Whether you mention Facebook, whether you mention what of you, they are a branch of Skyway. And so Skyway is right now, and it will be the biggest single business ever created in the history of human civilization. You better take that to a note. So, Mr. John, your question is very good, but we have gone far. And what we want to achieve, we have achieved that, and we are about to close. So, having said that, if I don't answer your question well, just be a foolish man and buy Skyway. Just be a foolish man and join us, Skyway. If I don't answer your question well, let not my answer put you away. Be a foolish man and buy Skyway with a blind eye. When we cross over there, you will now understand why we choose the model. The reason is that no single big man controls us. We are a community, and that is what we are. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. I need to give a round of applause for that. Thank you very much, Mr. And you have done noble. In fact, I'm not sure there's any other thing I can add to that, to what you have said. And I'm pretty sure Mr. John has gotten a word or two. Let me just add my own small knowledge that I have in it. You see, crowdfunding is a legal way of creating funds for any upcoming business. And the crowdfunding method is something that has been approved all over the world and is what smart entrepreneurs are using today. Whether you say Facebook and all those others, Tesla did not do crowdfunding, that was because they had private investors. They had people who were ready to put up those monies to push the business to another level, and those were the people who really took advantage. But like Mr. Ennis said, this technology was something that even the experts thought was impossible. There are people who were not even ready to put in their one dime, and that is why this company decided to use this crowdfunding method in creating income. And when he said that those companies are just one arm, you need to understand Skyway has over 14 different technologies. We have electronic car. We have different Skyway vehicles that fit different circumstances. They even have those for those who are physically challenged. They have so many inventions all in one under the name Skyway Capital. So I'm pretty sure that Mr. John, you quite understand where we're coming from. Do you really want to say?
Yes. I think two or three points from what Mr. Ernest said, and I also appreciate your definition on the crowdfunding system. Well, actually, uh, I'm part of the investors. I am a little investment, but I'm just scared because whenever I think about it, just looking at the crowdfunding system, this is a business. Uh, we know when companies come to the stock exchange for IPO.
Hello? Mr. John, are you there? Okay, so let me just continue. I was trying to show you how we can actually do this from the betterment from your computer. So you see, this is the payment I made with crypto just now. You can see it's been shown that it's already in my account. So I can click on go back to your office. So when I click on go back to your office, it takes me back to my dashboard. So now the money that I put.
And again, at the end of the day, I hope it will stand.
Mr. John, okay, yes, we've heard you very well. Just take like Mr. Ernest said, just take his advice. Just believe that you're a fool, or you just made a mistake and put your money in and just watch. Because like I tell people who are scared to invest, if I tell you invest $1,000, you say I'm afraid. What if something was wrong? Something. I tell you, if you don't invest the money, by next week you will not even remember what you used that money for. Yes, you won't even remember. But the money that you invest will stay in your mind. It will give you something to look forward to. And when you see the success stories of different companies who do not even have as much products as Skyway have, how successful they are, of course, your heart will be strong. And that's why, if not for something, I would have shared some link on here. At least you are a member, you can go on to the investment part of your tools. Under tools, you go to investment under tools, you are going to see full range of a full range of information that can help you strengthen your resolve, strengthen your belief in this business. I mean, we have gone too far to turn back now. This is a company that countries have given money. So I don't think my small change that I put there will not make me scared for something. So I want to do the investment at 100. $100 now, register as the installment. It was here I did the payment of Bitcoin into my account so that anybody can see it. So now I want to put that into payment. So now once again, the page has shown that make the payment. You see available $100. So I'll just type in 100 there and it shows me checkout. So I'll click on checkout. By clicking yes, I accept the rules for investing in the packages and installment. And I click on yes. So I can scroll down to registration of share package. I accept the terms convertible note agreements and click on invest. You can see you are going to register the package with the following number of shares, 120,000. So I click on invest. So officially it is opened another installment for me. What you see here is what I just made payment for right now. So as easy as it is, this is how you can open an account and open your way into riches, your way into wealth. So you can see reserve for installment. I have 360 pieces reserved for installments. So I want to thank everybody for coming on here. If there's any other question, please feel free to ask. Sammy, okay, Mr. Sammy wants to say something. Sorry. Mr. Sammy, I'm sure you want to talk about what John just said. Mr. Sammy, are you still here?
Yes, I'm back to my hotel room, and actually, I know Mr. John happened to be one of my investor when we had the radio presentation on Inspiration FM, I think, and Smooth FM. And that was when Mr. John got the information about this technology, and he attended one of our presentation in our office in Ikeja. And I love his passion. Immediately, he bought into the technology, and I so much love his passion. But I was surprised that this kind of question is actually coming from him tonight. Now, Mr. John, let me tell you something. I know you wanted to invest more, and sorry, I just need to mention this with much respect to your kind of person. I know you want to put in more money, and I know you have a lot of curiosity that's actually running around your mind right now. That I want to put this money, but what is the assurance of my investment as I speak with you? And this kind of people we want in this technology. Mr. Eneudo has said it all. He said we are a community, and Uniski, he invented technology in 1977. The reason why I joined him in February 2014, I did not join him. Maybe I before I put money into Skyway in 2014, I read a lot of articles that Uniski is a liar, Uniski is a scammer. How can you just invest in ordinary paper? I'm telling you, you are far better than me, because now majority of our models are running live and direct. Now let me go back to 2014 and let me tell you what happened in 2014. Before I invest my first $50, sorry, but I need to mention that it was just a test run. $50 was a test run. Before I dropped my first $50, it was after 3 months. March, I got the information. February, I got the information in 2014. I was doing my due diligence for 3 months. And it was about May, I was actually be able to actually invest the first $50 there to speak. And I picked installment package then. I read a lot of articles on social media that Uniski He's a scammer. He's inviting people all over the world to come and invest in ordinary paper and a virgin land in Minsk. And this is only what Uniski was having then. He was having his intellectual property rights. I mean the architectural drawing of his intellectual property right on paper. And he was having a virgin land in Minsk. Minsk is the capital of Belarus. And this was the time I bought into this technology. My question to you is, if you were Sammy in 2014, will you have invested in this technology? This is my question to you.
Actually, no, because you took a good risk, a great risk anyway. And every investment has to do with risk. Well, it was because of the risks I've taken that people like us now can now look at it and say, if this person can go out this far, that means there is something he's saying, or there's something he has seen, which I have not seen. Yeah, I appreciate the fact. Each time I think about it, I research. In short, even before I even came to your office, I called them one-on-one, and they sent me the company document, and I felt, this is a good one. There is a document that it is registered, and I went through it. Despite, because when I went online, just as you said, I saw a lot of scam, a lot of things online, via Google, read about them. I said it's not possible and all of that. But when I got the company document, and one thing so unique, I'm not saying I'm scared about, but I just want to tie both ends. But my faith and confidence in it, that one thing so unique about them, that every month they release a progress report. I see it on YouTube. I see it at times they will give you a call. Every month there's a progress report on the activities that is being done. Now, my concern is just the business issue. Now, it's a unique technology investment, of which by the time it comes out, it will be well appreciated in Dubai, in Singapore, in Europe. In 2015, when I went to UK, there is one, we call it a cable car, similar to this Skyway. It's being done by Emirates. It's just for a short distance across the sea. So we took that one to another distance, my friend, but it's not a long distance like that of Skyway now. So that's why I knew that, okay, there's something like that could exist somewhere, which I've entered. Now for Skyway to now take it as a longer journey, longer kilometers, and looking at it, yes, the world is all about dynamism, dimension. So something like this will trail fast in Europe and all of that. But my another concern is that I have not seen that an investment that has fully blown up, and then now saying I want to come to the capital market to source of funds, then I have to go through a pre-IPO stage. Well, if it was an investment that has fully blown up, I want to come to the capital market to source of funds, they will have had reserve, revenue reserve, which they can fund the IPO stage, or they could have had financiers, or they could have gone to meet big men, just like NS said that they will not go and meet big men, or they will have gone to banks. And then you will not just hear about the crowdfunding system to fund the IPO stage, and then you just see them in the market, and then people start buying their stocks and investing. Now, what's now unique about them now?
Mr. Ines, sorry. So we are in a session. I'm in a session with him. Sorry, sir.
Okay, so okay, please.
Yeah. Continue, Mr. John.
You are muted, Mr. John.
Mr. John, please continue.
Okay, yeah. So what I now find so unique and different about them in their venture, that mean them coming into the market and start trading their shares, is the crowdfunding system. When it's IPO, when it's IPO, you see the bell jingle here and there. This stock is now initial public offer, come and buy in, and all of that. But now we are now seeing a pre-IPO being published, being announced. Yes, quite right. It's an investment outside Nigeria. It's not an investment that has been done in Nigeria. So that's why I don't think you bring about the financial institutions in Nigeria to give an approval. People like SEC to give an approval to it. I may not consider them giving an approval since it's not an investment. It's not an initiative in Nigeria. It's outside Nigeria. We are only preview and lucky because people like you, Honorable Sam, and maybe I'd gotten information, and I said that you are not being selfish. If you are selfish, you'll have been only the black man that has been in there. I will not even bring it to people in the country. But you now trade it down so people to come and invest. That's why you see Nigerians are now being afraid of it. But it takes intellectuals and maybe economists or accountants like myself to now research and see, this is visible. When I had your program on the radio and then come to your office, I was even in the stock market, things go up, come down. I was not thinking, how do I get into buying foreign stock? And you see, when you want to invest in the stock market in the United States, you have to have you have to be a citizen, have the social security number and all of that. But I saw it as an opportunity to now get into invest, but it's now like pre-IPO. But now a crowdfunding, my first time of hearing, I've read about crowdfunding system. Now it's my first time of seeing it being practiced. Now, and it's someone that has intellectual property rights for the past 40 years. I've been to Dubai. I'd not entered it. As I said, what made me to now have confidence in it is when I entered the one on Emirates in the UK, in London. And I said, something like this, I've seen it somewhere. But this one is going a far kilometer. And this one is trending, going to go across Europe. It's a new idea that is just going to spring up. That's why I see people fighting against it in social media. The crowdfunding system was my concern. And is it that this company do not even have money, or they can't go to bank, and then let's see them in the market and let's start going. But just like Mr. Ernest said, it's not indebted to any bank. You just want to use community fund and all those funds, crowdfunding. And now we now come in. Now, another thing I'm thinking that after the 15 states, I hope there will not be any regulation that will now say, no, you have not made this. Because of this, you cannot go into the market. Because I believe if all things are in order and then the money is completed, if IPO stage is completed, and then they are allowed legally to function and then enter into the market. Maybe I know in Dubai they will appreciate them, in Singapore they will appreciate them, in Europe they will appreciate them. Now, America for who they are. America will want to always rule the world. If you have a big American investor that have bought an entire IPO stage or 2 IPO stages, I know it's very visible in America. So that vacuum is still, though yes, I'm investing, but I still need to quench my doubts. I still need to, but yeah, I see the report, I see the development. I'm fine, I'm confident with it. But when it's now, let us see it trending now. Let us see it acting now. Let us see it, being visualized that we go to Dubai, you will not want to enter the train again. What you want to enter is the Skyway cable car. You go to London, I see it trending. You go to Singapore, you see it trending, and everybody is seeing it trending all over the whole globe. So John, I don't know whether you understand
John, if I've not been in Skyway for a long time, you have confused me this night. Honestly.
No. If I can confuse you.
No. I mean not convinced. I mean confused, because first I have personally listened, Mr. Sam, with due respect, I personally listened to, I'm trying to connect what John is saying. John is a very, it's only you, that Mr. Sam, that can read the mind of John, because he's almost want to confuse me. But just because my legs are very rooted in Skyway, I can't be confused. Because he is telling us the good part of Skyway and all they are seeing. At the same time, he also turn around and tell us it's like something is, but tell me again. So Sam, take over from him and clear this down from us, because I'm also
Mr. Neudo, yes. Let us see. I love this meeting this night. We are just 11 in the room. I think this meeting this night is giving me another dimension.
That's what I want to hear from you, sir.
Yeah, it's giving me another inspiration of how I will be doing late night meetings. Some people love late night meetings. So there are some people that need to ask questions. They need to clear their curiosity about this technology. We now say, okay, if you want to clear your curiosity about this technology, you need questions. You have questions, you want to ask questions. Please, this is a session. So we are going to be having one session, maybe after the promo, because this period we are very, very busy. we are very tired. We have done 4 sessions today. I think I give kudos to all these leaders. Mr. Neudon Potakot, Dr. Christian, Ferdinand, these guys are just extraordinary. How can somebody be talking from morning till night? Up till now, we never sleep. These guys are genius. They are extraordinary, and I respect you guys. Mr. My friend that has a question. What's his name again? Sorry.
John.
Mr. John. Mr. John, I have asked you one question. You did not answer that question very well, but I love your passion. I love your passion in the sense that it's like somebody like you want to put in more money into this technology. But at the same time, another mindset is doing you as if, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? This is what is
village people.
This is what is going on. This is what is going on right now. But my brother, okay, now let us assume that we have lost the money we invested in Skyway transport technology. You know the reason why I say so? See, my brother, my sister, if you are in this room, is it easy for somebody to be on one particular project for 41 years? Is it possible that somebody will be on one project for 41 years, and you that are joining after 41 years, you are doubting that person's conception, you are doubting his mindset, you are doubting what he has been for 41 years. In fact, some of us, we have not been, we are not on this earth when this guy started this technology. Mr. John, you are my VIP investor. I understand that. I don't want to mention how much you've invested, but at the same time, are you telling me that the government of Sharjah are foolish to invest $250 million at stage 11? Are they foolish? Are you telling me a presidential candidate in Peru actually want to have this as a piloted targeted project? Are you telling me he also want to be a scammer in his country? Are you telling me that government of Lagos State, we have engaged them 3 times. They love this technology. They say they are ready to give us right of way to build. We have a JV partner right now in Nigeria. He has visited Sharjah twice. He's an Igbo man, my Nigeria co-man. He's our JV partner. He's a lawyer. Are you telling me that guy too is foolish to have so much interest in this technology? Mr. John, I think we need to go and bury all this our brouhaha about it will not work, it will not work. This one has worked. Whether we like it or not, we are ready for the commercial market. Whether we like it or not, and let me tell you one thing, let me blow you away. You will hear a serious news after this promo. You'll be amazed about what's going to happen. Uniski is not even interested in all this Teten Kobo. Sorry, I'm just sorry that I'm not trying to abuse anybody, but the guy is not ready to actually take all this Teten Kobo pre-order anymore, pre-development stage, crowdfunding investment. What happened is that when we started in 2014, there was a particular company that started with Uniski. The website is rsw-system.com. That was the first official website that started with Uniski for the technology and the financing model in 2014. Now, when they see that that particular website was having too much job to do, it was having too much stress, now they actually need to disassemble. They actually have to divide into 2. Now we're having what we call Skyway Capital and Skyway Invest Group. My brother, right now that I speak with you right now, those 2 second tier, they open after 2014, after the first website, rsw-system.com, we have Skyway Capital and we have Skyway Invest Group. Now, it is only one that is existing right now, which is the one you have invested through. Skyway Capital, now Skyward Community. The Skyway Invest Group, what they did was that they decided the owner of that particular platform decided to want to have a lot of opportunity to his communities, his members, and is bringing in other advantages, other promotional, call it packages, call it investment packages, and there. And Uniski does not want to stain his name. You know what he did? He said, look, my guy, this is not our initial agreement. Please let us sign off all the deal. Go your way and let me go my way. And now we are not having Skyway Invest Group in Uniski Technology anymore. The only means where you can invest right now is Skyward Community and Raise Skyway System, which is rsw-system.com. This is the only two platforms you can invest into right now. You know, anytime they go and ask Uniski this question, that when are you going to be listed at the IPO? And this guy is very brilliant, and he tells you guys, I am not in a hurry to go to the IPO. The reason is that this guy has seen it all. If he wants to take over 50% of the world transport system, he should be ready for it. It is not just by mere saying. It is not only, it's not your investment that will now talk about the development of 41 years should just be debacled in one day. No, this guy is taking his time. He has built this technology from age of 30 years. 41 years he has been on this technology. 71 years now. That's the age for Uniski. The guy wants to take over the world transport system. He's ready for it. The guy is already 71 years old right now, and he wants to give it all. And that is why we are not in a hurry. And that is why you see we are leaving one stage, going to another stage. And right now we're on the 14 point. See, we are shouting to you, my brother, my sister. Next week, by the grace of God, may I pray that you should not extend this promo. I am praying. I am praying. I have been in these technologies in 2014. Majority of our promo, they extend it. But I am praying that I am even, if I can fast, I'll fast. They should not extend this promo. The reason why is that we don't sleep. We the leaders, me, Pastor Enebudo, Ambassador Chris, we don't sleep. We see I don't lost my voice. I want to go on leave. July 1st, I want to go on leave. Because like you people are not trying to appreciate what we are. No, it's not that you are not appreciating, you are appreciating. But why are you having this doubting mind? You are investing in a technology. Oh, no, hold on, my brother. You are investing in a technology that, as I speak with you right now, it is commanding commercial markets. Look at what is happening in Sharjah. Look at what is happening in Dubai, my brother. Go to see what is happening in Dubai. Skypod is a product of Skyway transport technology. King of Dubai has signed 15-kilometer route with 21 stations. Are you calling this a scam again, Mr. What is your name again, Mr. John?
Sorry.
Are you calling? Hold on. This is not an argument. This is not. Hold on, sir. This is not an argument. Hold on. You are not that too definite about your investment. I'm not saying you are calling it a scam. You are not too definite. Because Mr. Ena would not say that, he said this technology is good, later on he says it's not good again. That you are making confused, that now he's a confused man. Mr. Ena would that used to be confident about himself, he's now suddenly is a confused man tonight. I'm surprised that which kind of spiritual angel you use tonight to make all of us get confused about the technology of Skyway tonight. I don't know where you come from, but notwithstanding, somebody want to ask question. But now let me round up with Mr. John. Mr. John, please, if you have $10,000, please hold on. If you have 10,000, I'm doing with my brother, you're my brother, you're my good friend. If you have $10,000 sitting somewhere, bring it in before the remaining 5 days. Come and invest in Skyway. See, there's a secret I cannot tell you here. There's a secret I will not tell you in this Zoom meeting. There's a secret Mr. Enewudo cannot tell you in this Zoom meeting. If you have $10,000, staying somewhere, don't say it's not going to work out. It has worked out. We are ready for the commercial market. Let me tell you one thing. Big fish are already waiting for us to be listed on the open market. But after stage 15, either we are listed on the open market or not, you can liquidate. That's the good part of it. After we finish stage 15, you can liquidate your assets. either we are listed or not. So I am going back to that your question that IPO this thing. No, now raise it out completely. There's going to be a portal in your back office. When we finish this stage 15, there are some people that still want to buy Skyway shares, but we already finished. Where are they going to get the share? They're going to get the share from people like me, like you, like all of us that have already acquired these shares. Now you can liquidate maybe at 30 cents, at 25 cents, at 20 cents. You know you are buying at 4 cents. Now there's a promo for 1 cent. People don't want to buy at IPO at $1. They still want to buy at that. There's going to be this marketing structure that will be linked to it after stage 15. We will still continue this marketing structure. That marketing structure, there will be no more share from Skyway. The only share is that Mr. John want to sell his shares. Barrister Taj want to share his shares. Mr. Enewudo will connect him and he will say to person that is willing to buy. My brother, my sister, you don't blow now. We are not ready for it. I'm not even waiting for IPO because of people like you. I'm not waiting for we to go to IPO. What I want to just let us finish stage 15 so that I can rest. So that when we finish stage 15, I will rest. You will liquidate at 10. Even when you liquidate at 10 cents, I'm okay. So take it from me. At this point, Mr. Barrister Taj, I think let me rest a little bit for my good friend, Mr. John. Somebody else want to ask a question. Thank you.
You have done noble. You have done noble. John, we have listened to you about 3 times. Let's hear from Nusa, please. Nusa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, guys. Mr. Sam, please, later I'll come back to you for you to share that secret with me, okay? Anyway, I'm here in Dubai, and the good thing is I think I'll be the first person to try that since I'm very close to Sharjah as well. I have 2 questions to ask. Now we are in stage 14.1. So I want to know, after the stage 14.1, are we going to stage 40.2, stage 40.3, up to which stage before we get to stage 15? All right, before we finish the entire stage 15. That's the first question. And the second question is this. Okay, as an investor, okay, you already invested, but what is the guarantee that, I'm not saying it's fake, I'm not saying it's not genuine, it's 100% genuine, which I know already. I know it's 100% genuine. But I just want to know, how am I sure that if I'm investing right now, that my investment or the money I have paid has really made me a co-owner? That's one. Secondly, how am I sure that, because take for example, if anything happens today, yes, although I've bought some shares already, although I've already made my registration, I've started making my payment, but if anything happens, I don't have any documents which I can show that, okay, I paid this amount of money already, or to say I've acquired this number of shares already. So how am I sure that I'm really connected to Anthony?
And can you
so,
give me the hosts because can you give me the hosts? I want to just answer this question fast.
Yeah, Mr. N.A., you want to say something?
Yes, I want to answer that question. I think the challenge that we have is that, let me start from the last question that my friend just asked. I think if you could make me a host in a second, I will just show him a document. Okay. Because many of them have not really completed their payment, and they not also have the privilege of signing some document. So I think if I could can just share bits of the document I have here.
You are the host now. You can feel free.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's do that in a second. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for the time. Okay. Oh, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We can see us.
Now I'm going to read this. The last question you just asked, I'm going to read this in part. let me say this, what we have done for UNESCO. Do you know how UNESCO is grateful for the work we have done for him, bringing the dream of his life to reality? UNESCO remained grateful to all the part. That is why UNESCO hold all the partners around the world in the very high esteem, because without us, UNESCO would have gone to the grave without bringing his idea to fruitfulness. And so UNESCO remained very, very grateful to all of us who have done this. May I read the extras of one of my documents which I signed? And if you have invested, when you completed your payment, you are going to sign this document. It's all electronic document. It's really part. This was in 2019, one of my documents. I, Eneldo, of so ID, passport number, Transamadi, Port Harcourt, Nigeria, in accordance with the paragraph 3.5 of the investment contract made on the 23rd April 2019, an agreement on granting the right to claim shares option dated 23rd April 2019, concluded between me, the investor, and the GTI as a global transport, which is part of UNESCO company, represented by a Skyway community as a guarantor. By this requirement, exercise my right to receive share class A. Just ask Google, what is class A shares? There's difference between class A, class B, class C. Just ask Google, what is class A share? Class A share is a shares model that when it comes to voting rights, a class A shares holder vote 4 times, while a class C vote 1. And in voting in a company, voting is a strength. That's why companies always have to retain their own higher share so they can have a higher vote. So a class A person vote 4 times, is counted 4 times. So a class A of Erosion Ray Skyway System Holding, secure, mark this word, that's why I underline them, secure shares to ownership, which means complete legal and beneficial rights for secure shares free from all encumbrances, together with all rights, not those phrases, together with all rights connected with things Skyway is doing now, with things Skyway will do tomorrow, connected with secure shares, including the right to receive all dividend. This is how secure, get back my screen, this is how secure what we are doing. And I have done a lot of online business with a view. I've never seen any company that has the document. UNESCO is one of the most intelligent person I ever come across. He's a businessman. He's a technocrat. He's an engineer. He's a scientist. UNESCO has almost all the component that makes a complete man. I'm not talking about his spiritual life, but when it comes to everything. And so what we are saying is that all of us receive this rights of co-ownership of a unit of allotment that was located to GTI. So number one, that has to do with the assurance about your investment. And these are all electronical signed documents back up with all the patents Ski has ever created. Now, the first question, if you remind me to get it right, Barrister, can you remind me the first question? Because you're a lawyer, you can remember the question very well. The first part, I've answered the last one.
Yes, I've heard the last one. The first one was that what if you said what if anything is this stage 14.1 or 14?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. That's good. Now, you know, 2020 is a very decisive year, and all over the world, every company, every country wanted to be associated with 2020. It was a remarkable year. And UNESCO and Skyway also has planned already to end all the issue of the primary 15 stage by 2020. That's why UNESCO said that 2020 is a decisive year for Skyway Corporation. And now coronavirus just stepped in. At the same time, there was to be Dubai Expo 2020. Everything was working towards to close to present all we have by 2020. So you are no matter how you ask all these questions, the video, the project is recorded now. No matter how you ask Sam, no matter how you ask any, I cannot be under pressure to tell you that we are going to have stage 15.1 or 2. But I want to assure you that after these clearance cells, maybe you need to know that what we are doing now is clearance cells. After these clearance cells, it will shock you that you may not have stage 15. After these clearance cells, it may shock you that you will not get to host stage 15. So here is stage 14.1. And let me give you a secret why we are selling this. The coronavirus made UNESCO to be running short of a little cash. That's why I had to go to its own archive to bring its own shares. Now, the only 2 projects that remains for UNESCO to complete is a container line. And this container line is to run between Abu Dhabi and Dubai and Sharjah. And UNESCO has that contract already. But UNESCO has to demonstrate to the Arab world that he can convey container. And that is why UNESCO is desperate now to whoop cash to be able to complete the line, the testing line of the container line. So if you miss this time, you will not find this on the table again. So once again, this is test 14.1. The next one's supposed to be. Now, why do we have 14.1, 14.2? Before this time, we never had the breaking of the stages. But people always wait till the just like the rush we have now. If you know the rush we have now. So people always wait till the dying minute. And so for all this time now, it has been delaying the project. The project will suffer financial crunches until when the company announced the changing of the stage. And people now bring, come. So the company now segment it to stage 1, stage 2, so that there should be flow of cash to the system, because the whole thing is run by us. In fact, if all of us want Skyway to end this stage tomorrow, if you get a single investor who can clear the table out, you don't have Skyway again. It's all gone. So I doubt if you are going to have stage 15. I just doubt. But, well, you can't quote me. But we are at stage 14.1 now. So, Barrister, I think we have done justice to that.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. You have really done well. We actually have exceeded the time for this meeting, but I wanted us to go on so that we can exhaust all that we needed to say. Mr. John, thank you very much for your contribution. It was really lovely. You made us look at another point in this meeting. Mr. John, you know the tire. You want to ask another question? Well, let me unmute you for a second so that you can say 1, 2. Mr. John, do you have something to say? Okay. All right. So I guess this is where we end the meeting for today. We'll do this some other time. Tomorrow we'll be on here again till the end of the promo. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good one. You'll have a good time.
Barristers, thank you very much, Jackson. Thank you very much. See you then. Bye.
Bye.